Hello everyone, welcome to Mirae Asset Sharekhan's weekly commodity forecast. I'm Anuj Choudhary, research analyst at Mirae Asset Sharekhan, and today we look at what happened last week and what it means for the commodities in the week ahead. Macroeconomic headlines. What happened? US President Donald Trump imposed 10% tariffs on 8 EU nations: Denmark, Sweden, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Finland, Britain, and Norway for opposing his Greenland plans effective February 1, with threats to raise them to 25% by June 1 until a purchase deal is reached. European leaders warned that these tariffs risk transatlantic ties and the post-World War II US-led Western Security Alliance. China's Q4 2025 GDP grew 4.5% annualized versus 4.4% expected, but December retail sales hit a three-year low, with industrial production and fixed asset investment trailed forecasts. US December CPI rose 2.7% YOY, matching forecast. Core CPI is also at 2.7%. Retail sales advanced 0.6% month-on-month, beating estimates. Control group up 0.4%. PPI final demand was hotter at 2.8% year-on-year. Industrial production rose 0.4% month-on-month, above forecasts. UK November monthly GDP hit 0.3%, beating estimates. What this means for the commodity market segment. Escalating US-EU trade tensions and Greenland disputes boost geopolitical risks, driving safe haven demand for precious metals. Mixed China data signals slowing growth amid weak retail, tempering industrial commodity demand, while tame US CPI supports rate cut hopes, but hot PPI demand adds inflation uncertainty. Overall commodities face volatility from trade wars, with focus shifting to upcoming US GDP and PCE data. Commodity focus. Gold. Trump's tariff threats on the EU nations stoke geopolitical concerns, risking the US-EU 15% trade deal and Western Security Alliance. Gold ETF holdings rose 0.5 million ounce year to date. Prices held firm amid tensions, maintaining positive momentum despite profit booking risks. Buy bias persists on safe haven flows, but we need to watch Trump's Fed chair doubts and upcoming US GDP and PCE data. Key levels to watch are resistance at 1,47,700 and 1,50,950, with support at 1,43,500 and 1,42,500. Commodity focus. Crude oil. US ruled out striking Iran, but protest and labor strikes threaten Iran's oil production. China's GDP data and weaker US dollar provide support. Prices dipped in a falling channel but could rebound on supply risks amid seasonally soft demand. Remains weak near term, vulnerable to bearish DOE data and fluctuating geopolitics. Key levels include resistance at 5,621 and 5,785, while support lies at 5,275 and 5,170. Weekly price change. Displayed on the screen now is the weekly price change chart for your reference. We can see that gold steadied on trade tension safe haven bids, while crude oil edged lower on demand worries. Weekly event calendar. Why this week is important. Markets will track GDP and consumer sentiment numbers from the US and inflation data from UK and the Eurozone. Expect short-term volatility across bullion, energy, and base metals from data surprises and tariff updates. That's your weekly commodity forecast from Mirae Asset Sharekhan. Stay alert to global cues and key data points, and we'll be back next week with another update. Thank you.
Investment in securities market is subject to market risk. Read all related documents carefully before investing.